Well. Oh, Ian. I put the wrong. I put the wrong track.
Oh, yeah.
That's unbelievable. I even remember changing it. How has that happened? That's mad. I do not know how that's happened. I actually remember changing it. I remember like typing it in, vividly. That's actually crazy, isn't it?
Suppose so. I've been playing the new Forza game lately.
Oh, on Xbox.
PC.
Oh yeah, because Forza comes out on PC now, doesn't it? I forgot.
Well, it's always came out on PC because it's Microsoft.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it's only PlayStation it doesn't come out on. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. Mm. What's it like?
It's okay.
Meh. Is it a bit
The
meh?
LMP cars are actually okay.
Uh, it's not renowned for its sim
That's pretty
capabilities, is
decent on
it?
a wheel.
Is it?
Yeah, I've been driving it on my wheel.
Huh. I've heard it's quite arcadey.
It is, but it's still okay. I'm building something.
What are you building?
We'll see in a second.
Okay.
You're gonna have to switch back to your desk, your PC and your TV in a second. I'll show you.
Yeah, I'm on TV. Here we are then, guys. Closing stages of the qualifying session here for the second race of the night. Mike's currently on provisional pole. We've got John Boy out there on lap at the moment coming through Britain's. Got the Mutts Nuts just behind him there as well. Diabetic Lamb in the pits. Cobb's out there at the moment. He's just going down towards Cascades at the moment. Doris steering the pits. Can't see him improving from there. Aussie Albi coming through, what's it called, Old Hall. Craig currently going through Shell Oil Hairpin at this moment. Grandesty out of Cascades. Pop the Brown going through Island Bend. Smokey currently coming through the middle part of the lap through towards Britain's. And we've got Park Pooper coming through the Island Bend at the moment. Mike's pitted though, he's got pole though. And I tell you what, Ian, look at that from Mike, a 37.9.
Wow.
What on earth?
That is the lap of dreams right there.
What has he had for breakfast this morning? Jesus Christ. Aussie Albi coming down the straight towards Britain's. Sorry, not Britain's, sorry, Hislops even. You got Craig coming out of Druids down towards Lodge.
I'll send you my creation.
Okay.
I think you'll very much like it.
Got Craig here up towards the line. What is it going to be for him? P7, so he moves up one position there, pushes Aussie down a place. Let's have a look and see what Ian is sending us. It looks like
They're crystal bars.
they're a load of vapes.
It is.
For a second I thought it was some mega hard drive.
No, they're all vapes.
Oh my days.
They're all the ones that I bought from the beginning of the year.
And you feel it necessary to keep onto every single one of them?
Hey, so I can keep track of my spending.
Mate, I wouldn't want to keep track of that. I want to forget about it as quickly as possible.
So, no. Nah, I'm good.
Alright.
This is Leaning Tower of Vapes.
Here we are then, guys. We've got the glitch again where it doesn't let you put the fuel in, but hopefully everybody's put it in. Yeah, I think we're okay. Yeah. Everyone's got enough. Here we go. Lights out and away we go. Oh, somebody, what the hell's gone on there? Blimey. Bit of lag. Diabetic Lamb, though, leading into... oh, there's contact.
Oh.
What's happened there? Did he just ram him into turn one? What was going on there?
No, that was some major defect right there. Because he snapped right back onto his leg.
Mike there moving down to the back of the pack and John Boy down to 12. That didn't look natural to me. That looked like there was some kind of lag going on.
Yeah, there was definitely some defect there.
Well, Diabetic leads as they come into Shallow Oil. We've got the Doris Steer there in P2 ahead of Cobb, followed by the Mutts Nuts in P4 with Part Pooper there, 5th ahead of Pot the Brown. Got Craig there just ahead of Grandest Steer at the moment. Aussie, Smokey, and then Mike and John Boy running at the back there in 11th place and 12th place. So two of the championship contenders there, both struggling at the beginning of this race due to some desync issues, which hopefully would have settled down by now. But it means they're a long way behind. We have also lost a driver from the race, so somebody's retired. Not 100% who that is at this moment.
I think give me a second, I'll look up.
It will become more apparent in a moment, yeah.
That's what would deconstruct the Leaning Tower.
Yeah. Oh my god. But Diabetic Lamb just under a second to Cobb. Mutts Nuts in third, head of Pot, followed by Pot Brown, Craig, Granasty and Aussie. The top 8 separated by 3 seconds at the moment, so it's quite close between everybody in the lead pack for the time being. Oh, it's Granasty there looking underneath Craig, going to the final corner, has to back out, thinks better of it for the time being. Mike there saying pretty chuffed with that one. Oh mate, that aged well. No it didn't. It didn't.
Was Forestier.
Oh, Thorist out of the race.
Yeah.
Obviously he will be able to start from pole for the final race of the night, so it's not all doom and gloom there for him. But nonetheless, not the race that he would have wanted, I'm sure about that. But down the back straight we go. Diabetic Lamb still out in front by just over a second to Cobb. You've got the Mutts Nuts there on the back of him. You see the trainer cars. Oh, and Craig here down the inside of Granasty into Histops. Granasty a little bit wide there onto the grass. And just to hold on to it though. Aussie though is really close on him now as Mike is closing up on this train. And Mike, I tell you what, Ian, he's made some very, very quick progress here through the pack after his, well, not through the pack, but he's caught up to the lead pack very quickly here. Oh, as Aussie there gets out of shape and Mike's going to seize on that. Down the inside into Druids he goes. Surely job done there for Mike. It is job done. He goes wide on the exit though, but gets it turned and gets the exit out of the corner. Oh, he doesn't. Oh my goodness. Mike there living dangerously on thin ice there as he's on the inside of Aussie coming into the lodge corner and he holds on for 8th place just about. And Mike there gets the job done up into 8th place.
Oh, so definitely some very serious Code Brown issues right there from what I thought.
Craig here down the inside of Pot the Brown into turn 1 and he gets that one done and Pot the Brown goes wide on the exit. Unrelated to Craig there is Grandad Steve still just ahead of Micah, but Mike is on the warpath here as he's on the back of this. Now he's already on the back of the lead pack, although saying that Diabetic Lamb and Cobb have actually gapped the rest of them a little bit, so they're now in the clear. Diabetic and Cobb's lap times here in the race about a second off of the pace we saw from Mike in the first race at this point. They're in the 1 minute 40s at this stage. as Mike there moves through ahead of Steve up into 7th place. But these two, about a second a lap off of the pace of what Mike was doing in the first race. Could that be because they're battling maybe? And obviously because they're quite close, they're going to be occupying each other's attention, which might mean that they're not able to extract the maximum out of their cars.
I mean, it's very possible, but at the same time, I believe they're just trying to be a little bit more careful. Oh, as we see making it outside of Pot the Brown here.
Pot the Brown closed the door, didn't he? He had the right to because he was ahead going into the corner. That was his line. Mike's got damage on the front of the car as well. That didn't look to me to be enough to be damaged as we got somebody off. Somebody's in the wall there. Craig's in the wall, yeah. Craig dropping down the order like a stone there. What has happened there? But coming back to Mike for a second, that damage on the front end, I don't think that was due to the contact there with Pot the Brown, because that contact with Pot the Brown seemed very innocuous indeed. It did not look like enough to warrant what we're seeing there. It must have been a tyre wall at the previous chicane before.
Yep, it was that one.
But he didn't hit it, did he?
Yep. That's why he went wide.
It would have stopped him though, surely.
Oh, hold on, actually.
He's down the inside here, is Mike, into turn 1 on Pot the Brown. Gets that one done. Finally, up into 5th place he goes. Grandad Steve on the back of him here as they come down towards Cascades again. Grandad Steve looking to try and not Pot the Brown while he's down here. He's on board with Grandad Steve, going lakeside here, down the inside into the island bend. This is going to be job done there for him. I think it might be. Grandad Steve moves himself up into 6th place. Pot the Brown has lost 2 places on this lap so far.
Yeah,
which is not.
It did have damage prior to that incident, but the bumper hang-off was a result of the tyre radio.
So it just it's gone and accentuated what was already a problem there for him.
Yeah.
So we've got Mike there, who is running in P5, doing a great job nonetheless despite his damage. Running in P5, can he close on the podium places here? Can he challenge for a potential podium place? But Diabetic Lamb and Cobb out the front, and these two in a league of their own in this second race. They're not really coming under pressure from behind at all. It's between these two, I think, for the race win, but which one of them is it going to be? At this point, Diabetic Lamb holding his ground around a track which we know he loves a lot. I believe, well, I know, because I remember speaking to him about this way back in the day. This is his local circuit. He goes here quite a bit and he likes this track a lot. So Diabetic Lamb has the confidence around Oulton Park, and he's currently showing that at the moment, holding the lead by a slender margin, but Cobb is coming for him.
We all know exactly how much pressure Cobb can put on a driver under. So we do. It's all about wired up. Diabetic Lamb can keep his cool, keep his line, and just not allow Cobb to get into his head.
Oh, he's a little bit wide there. Diabetic going out of Cascades onto the grass ever so slightly, but still clinging onto it. No dramas yet. Looked like it could have been, but it wasn't. And yeah, he's just doing a good job at the moment. He's just keeping it together. Cobb's not an easy driver to keep behind you, because we know that Cobb's got pace. He's generally very consistent. I tell you what Cobb is. He's always there to pick up the pieces. If something happens and he's got the pace as well to win races on his own right. But one thing's for sure, if John Boy and Mike are running into problems, then Cobb is almost always the one to take the win. But obviously in this situation, with Diabetic Lamb out on track, it's a different story. Both of these two are able to take the wins when those two trip up though, and they're currently doing that.
Definitely, but I've looked at it 4th, not sorry, 5th. Guess who's closed down relatively fast?
Yeah, we've got Mike on the back of the Mutt-Nuts now, despite his damage. Mike is still, and this is unbelievable, Iain, but Mike is still the fastest man out on track with a front bumper that's hanging off.
Party Pooper's 4/10 faster.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. In fact, you know what? Part Pooper in the 40.4, he is reeling in Diabetic Lamb and Cobb at the moment.
Yep.
So these two need to pick it up the pace, otherwise they're going to be vulnerable. Part Pooper a slower lap that time around. Must have made a mistake, but yeah, if they continue to doss about in 1 and 2, then Part Pooper's going to be on the back of them here at the end of this race. Still a fair way to go as well. We're only just over halfway through the race. 5 laps in, 4 laps left to go. Best part of 4 laps left to go here. And Diabetic Lamb's still clinging onto this one ahead of Cobb. In fact, he's pulled out a bit of a gap here over that lap. He was slightly quicker than Cobb on the previous lap, and he's pulled out a bit more since the start of this lap as well.
right at the back of Let's Nuts right now.
Oh, his Mux goes a little bit deep. Oh, Mike there
Oh.
taps the wall. And he's got even more damage now. As John Boy... Oh, Grandad Steve's in the wall. That's why John Boy got ahead of him there. I was about to say John Boy's made the move on Grandad Steve. And you can clearly see why. He's had an absolute stinker there coming out of Britain's. He's in the barriers. He's probably going to have damage as well. He drops down to P10 in this race. Only ahead of Smokey Devil who has parked it. So he should be safe for P10. But Grandad Steve there with a bit of a mare. And unfortunately... down to 10th place as a result as we go back to the battle for the lead here with Park Pooper still reeling in these front two and he's gaining on them hand over fist right now. This could go down to the final lap here. Park Pooper Rex is flying at the moment. He was nearly a second quicker than Cobb on that last lap. He was 6/10 quicker than Diabetic Lamb. Over the next 3 laps he could definitely be in with a shout of taking this fight to them as down towards Cascades we go once again.
Fantastic defending from Mike right now.
He is, yeah, he's really holding his ground.
It really is. I think it's actually making Mike quite frustrated. That is, and that's what's caused him to make these silly little mistakes.
That, and I think obviously it's very, very difficult to make a move when you've got a car that's so damaged because you don't have the confidence in knowing where it's going to go when you put it in certain positions. So obviously, oh, his Mutts there attacks the tyre barrier and he's got around as well. Oh, after such a brave and stout defence there from the Mutts Nuts, he's dropped a position now down to John Boy as well. So down to P6 goes the Mutts Nuts and Mike there up into 4th place finally. But it took a bit, didn't it, for that one to come about? But
yeah,
finally,
but it's not lost him a ton of time. He's probably lost like 2 attempts throughout those 2 laps.
Yep, as we can see, Cobb there getting a bit wrong for Druids as Park Pooper there almost bins it there, and he's still on the back of Cobb despite that. But Diabetic Lamb now making a break for it out the front. He's got over a second of a gap here over Cobb. As Park Pooper on him, coming down the start-finish straight. Is he going to have a chance here? Still not anywhere near close enough at the moment as they go into turn 1.
Time now. I know he has damage, but still is a good amount of time. He was before they got to the last corner, the gap was 4.4, and now it's up to 5.1. So he's lost a considerable amount of time there.
Yeah, he would be because he's got damage, and he's got more damage as well. But he's picked up more damage on that previous lap, so it's no surprise to me.
Well, when you think about it, when he was battling with the Mutts Nuts, he wasn't losing any time at all.
I disagree with that. I think he was losing because he was going at Mutts' pace. Couldn't go through him, could he?
Oh.
Don't know. But nonetheless, Diabetic Lamb looking on course for a win here, Ian, and it's been a really, really fantastic drive from him. Only got 1 lap left to go. As long as he can keep it together here and not make any mistakes, this could be a surprise, but very well deserved victory.
Yeah, that's why there's a major reward of keeping your cool, keeping your calm, making sure that you're venting as consistent as you possibly can be. You always end up getting rewarded with the best possible position out on the track.
Definitely so. We can see here Cobb still just ahead of Park Pooper as they're going down towards Cascades right now. Park Pooper now putting Cobb under some tremendous pressure here, and Cobb definitely is. I think he's going to be looking more in his mirrors than he is in his windshield here, because Park Pooper is going to be giving it to him over this last lap. Diabetic Lamb was slightly quicker than these two on the previous lap. Mike's closing in on them still. He's still chipping away despite that damage, Ian. What a drive it's been. Yeah, I know you did. But no, I was saying he probably wasn't closing when he was behind Mutz though. That was my point. But yeah, no, he has been the class, Mike, and if he can keep himself out of trouble and avoid any damage in the final race, there's no reason why he can't come from. Well, he'll be sort of near the back, but not at the back.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, coming through the final few corners here on the final lap, Diabetic Lamb has literally just got Druid and Lodge corner to go, and he's going to take a win here at Motive for the first time in well over a year, I think it is. And obviously one of our earliest members, third person to ever commentate on a race after myself and Seb here at Motive. Has commentated on many times throughout these seasons, but what a drive it's been from him on his Wii remote here tonight. His PlayStation motion sensor up towards the line. Comes Diabetic Lamb. It's going to be a very, very impressive victory here in race 2. Oh no! What happened? Oh, that's the timing board. Yeah, that's a glitch. Yeah, we're not worried about that. We're not worried about that. Diabetic, don't worry, that's your win, mate. Fear not. As somebody else has rage quit on the last lap. But Mike 4th, John Boy 5th with Mutz Nuts in 6th, Pop the Brown 7th, Craig over in 8th, and Aussie will be the last driver to finish this one in 9th place. Steve left the race right at the end. He will be able to start at the front for the second race because I'm feeling very, very generosity. But that is that. Aussie over the line. Last driver to finish this race. So Cobb taking the win, but obviously that's not the case. Diabetic Lamb was your race winner in that one. Undoubtedly crossed the line before anybody else. Diabetic Lamb P1, Cobb P2, Part Pooper P3. And we'll be live for the final race in about 5 minutes.